Hi, I'm Sebastian Kent, and you're watching Technical Hack. In this tutorial, I'm gonna be discussing about cores and processor. When you're out in the market, when you're deciding to buy a new computer, you'll be very obsessed about which computer to buy, which processor should I use. There are lots of processors available in the market: i3, i4, i5, i7. So you'll be confused about which one to take, which will suit for you, which will suit you the best. So in this tutorial, I'm gonna be explaining you about i3, i5, i7 in a very simple term that you will understand, and it will help you to purchase a new computer according to your needs. So I'm using an i3 processor. Okay, so 600 CU CPU with 2 gigahertz. So before you go on purchasing a new computer, you should be aware of all those features that is available in this processor. For example, like hyper threading, turbo boost, cache, and the clock speed, thread. What are all those? You should have to get a very basic knowledge. You can Google it and you can see all this stuff. There are tons of tutorial articles written about all this stuff. So if you just go and research all this stuff. But in this tutorial, I'm gonna be telling you in a very simple term about all those. So the processor that I'm using is i3. So in i3, it has two processing core, and is a cache of 3 MB. And in i3, the Intel Corporation, in i3, the Intel has developed a technology called hyperthreading. Okay, so this is what this hyperthreading do in i3. So this hyperthreading basically divides each core into two different one. It is not as good as a double of core, but the increase of the performance is notable in multiple application. Okay, so this actually hyperthreading, which this divides the workload between two logical core in each physical one. I have a logical processor of 4 core, so what it will do is it will divide my workload into two different core, so which will enhance the speed of my processor or maybe my laptop or my computer. Okay, so that's the work of a hyperthreading. Okay, in i3 they have given a technology of hyperthreading. So now in i5 there is no hyperthreading. It comes with more cache and maximum speed. It is more than i3. Okay. It is said that the numbers, if the numbers are higher, the processors it is good and it's very far very favorable for your task and any multitasking performance you are actually gonna do in your work. So it's gonna take a lot of load if the processor is very high, if the core is high. So in i5 it has higher core is there, so the maximum speed is much more than i3. But i5 doesn't have hyperthreading in it. Okay, it doesn't have hyperthreading, but the best thing about i3 is that i3 can do the work of i5. It can do the same amount of work as i5 can do. So i3, because i3 have hyperthreading, which actually divides the core into 4 core. Okay, so i3 can do as much as work as i5 can do. Okay, that's the advantage of i3. Okay, i5 doesn't have hyper threading, but now i5 have turbo boost. Now turbo boost, what you'll be thinking, what is turbo boost now? So in simple, turbo boost is, it's like a power. Okay, it's like a power that pushes the frequency of the core over the standard limit. So it will push the frequency. For example, like my minimum speed is 2. If I have a turbo boost, it will increase the frequency up to 2.50 or 3 gigahertz. Okay, so this actually is done by the turbo boost when you are doing a multitask in your laptop. We are doing a heavy load in your laptop, playing games, or playing videos at the same time. You're working in the office, you're doing all this multitask at one time, and which is actually consuming your PC too much. So when you reach at a level of 100%, it will actually boost your PC. Okay, it will virtually boost your PC and gives more speed to it. That's what we call a turbo boost. It will boost your memory, it will boost your enhancement of your performance in your PC. Okay, that's what Intel has given it to i5. That's what turbo boost is all about. Okay, so the best thing is that i5 have turbo boost, okay, which i3 doesn't have. So in i7, there's i7 is probably in the market right now. i7 is the costliest and the higher price one, right? So this is the costliest processor that is available in the market right now, i7. So it has hyper threading in it and it has turbo boost in it. It is more cache, more better onboard graphic is there. So overall, i7 is the perfect compact component any computer can have right now. Okay, so with better performance, better component in it, and more cache core. But it doesn't mean that if you have bigger or higher number of processors, if you have, then your computer will run fast or it will perform very very fast than other processors. It is not like you also have to see some other components like cache memories, RAM, and your hard disk storage. These are, you have to watch all those in order to run your computer fast. So for example, like if you are running a software which doesn't have to use all the processors of the i7, it is of no use, right? Because this software doesn't need that one. This software doesn't need the processors of all the resources that i7 is providing. This, okay, the particular software doesn't need it, so it will run slow. It doesn't mean that if you're running this software in i7, this software will run fast. It is not like that, because it may not need all the resources that i7 is providing. Okay, so it will run slow technically. Okay, that's why when you're buying a game or maybe a software, there's a particular word written in it, okay, in a cover, that it is suitable for i5, i3 or i7, because that software or that program need to run, because it need only that resources that is actually needed to run fast for the computer, for the software. Okay, it need only that much of resources, which will enhance the performance of that program. Okay, so it doesn't need, if it is suitable for i5 and you are running it in i7, it doesn't mean that it will speed that performance of that application. No, it will not. because it need only the resource that is provided by i5, so it will run better in that i5. Okay, so you have to see all those while you are buying computers. You have to know the hyper trading, turbo boost, what are the advantages of the i3, i5, what task, or maybe what kind of work you're gonna be doing with your processors, and how much loads they're gonna take it. Different computers take different loads. Like if you have more RAM, then it will take more load. If you have less RAM, less cache, then it will have a very limited number of loads. You'll do a limited number of multitasks. So while buying all those, you have to see all those criteria that is very important for your performance while you are actually purchasing a new computers. Okay, so I hope everything is clear to you, and if you want more of the videos regarding the computer stuff and all those technical facts, please do subscribe my channel. If you like my channel, please do hit the like button in the description, and I'll be giving you new videos in the future. So thank you.